Wash your hands, wear a mask, stay 6 feet apart at all times. Work from home. Only leave the house for essential services.
We're ready here.
And 3, 2.
Good morning, Grace Sloan. Richard Weber here, Chief Medical Officer for the Catherine Fox Foundation.
And at times, we even need you to isolate from the people you love.
This time has been extremely difficult. Many members of our staff have been unable to see their families. We've struggled with supplies, and we've lost more patients than we could ever imagine. I'm so sorry.
I gotta say, it's a definite improvement from his last on-screen performance.
Only 2 people in the lounge at a time. COVID protocol.
Since when?
Since now.
Now, along with our patients, we need to take care of each other. That's why I'm pleased to announce that Grace Sloan has been fortunate enough to secure enough COVID tests for the entire staff. Today, we will be testing hospital-wide. It is not an option. Additionally, and effective immediately, residents will not be able to go into rooms with COVID-positive patients or those patients whose results are pending.
That's half the hospital's patient intake.
Why?
It is imperative that we control the hospital's transmission rate and protect our residents. Oh, and speaking of residents, please, let's give our new class of interns a warm welcome. And they have graciously agreed to start early to help us in our time of need.
We have to press pause on everything that makes us feel like we belong. Sadly, quarantine looks a lot like surgical internship. No joy if you want to survive.
Sorry, went to get a few hours of sleep.
Hey, okay, present.
Patient was admitted for respiratory support 4 days ago after a positive COVID test. Her O2 is 92% on 6 liters nasal cannula. WBC count is downtrending, and her latest creatinine is 0.89.
How's she feeling? Any body aches, increased fatigue?
Why don't you ask me yourself?
Lungs sound good?
Hey,
When are you gonna let me out of here?
I'm gonna let you out of here when I'm convinced you won't collapse again.
Well, that was 4 days ago. I feel fine. I think you should just release me with supplemental oxygen so I can go quarantine in a hotel. Let's give the room to someone who really needs it. According to the tracker, we're almost at capacity.
I told them to take away your login privileges so that you would rest.
I have connections. I own the place.
Well, let me take a look at your inflammatory markers and your D-dimers, and then we'll talk.
Who's on my service?
It's handled, Mayor. We got it.
And will you stop yelling? You need to save your breath.
Damn it.
We were not able to resuscitate Mrs. Lewis. Respiratory failure, time of death, 8:12.
Do you want me to call her daughter?
No, I've been getting to know her these past 2 weeks. I should call her. I want to call her.
You okay?
It's the 7th patient I've lost this week.
Sorry.
Me too. We lost?
No, it's quiet on the peds floor, so I thought I'd come down here and see if I could ease the burden a little bit. Turns out adults aren't as funny as kids.
Unless you find death funny. Sorry, I'm in a really dark mood.
How's Gray doing?
Oh, I hear she's bossing everybody around up there.
Glad to see some things are returning to normal.
Want me to tell her you said hi?
God, no. Wouldn't want her to think she's special.
I would get another CRP, ESR, D-dimer, and I'd like to schedule her for a chest CT before we even consider discharging her.
I'm sorry.
We, you, whomever.
What's going on?
Meredith wants to leave to go to a hotel. Her pulse ox is above 92%. Her ABG looks good. No fever for 48 hours. I'll check her daily labs, but she does not want any more tests. And this is protocol. And she wants us to follow it.
Meredith breaks protocol for every patient. We can't break it for her.
Part of being an attending means no longer asking for permission.
Hey!
Meredith, oh my God!
Mayor! Hey!
Meredith? Hey!
Hey! Mayor!
Meredith.
Hey, okay.
Meredith?
Turn her over.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Meredith, come on.
Hey. Okay, come on.
Oh, won't you take me in? Walk me down to the hallowed ground. There I promise not to lose my crown.
Mayor?
Hey, Mayor, you passed out.
Okay,
Hey,
Seth's already.
you know where you are? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, and you're loud.
Oh, sorry. Come on, take a deep breath for me. Come on.
I just was trying to take a couple of steps. Thought I could make it. I want to go to the beach.
The only place you're going is radiology for a chest CT, Mayor.
No more tests.
Meredith, that is where we are going right now.
Excuse me, ma'am. Despite what you may read or hear in the news, sunlight does not, in fact, kill COVID-19.
Huh? I've been covering Meredith's service. I haven't been outside in 4 days. What are you doing here?
Hand trauma.
You left Amelia alone with 4 kids for a hand?
She told me to come in.
Oh, you're already annoying her. It's on your shirt.
Oh, that's syrup? I made pancakes this morning.
Weird. You're a dad.
Missed you.
Yeah.
Abdominal pain consult in the ER.
I have faith in you.
COVID test is still pending.
I feel like I could just lay down and die.
You really shouldn't say that during a pandemic.
We should have gotten scans hours ago.
She felt fine hours ago.
That's the thing with these patients. They think that they're on the other side of this thing, and then they tank.
DeLuca.
Instead of waiting around, we should have started interferon alpha-2b, antiretrovirals, anti-malarial drugs. I got a dozen patients in the ICU already on this protocol.
And you're seeing positive results?
With some. But I've also read a lot of studies that show that these meds, they reduce the
What
symptoms.
studies? Peer-reviewed? Have they been published?
They're credible.
Nothing is credible. Not yet. And I don't feel comfortable giving Meredith Grey some experimental drug that's gotten some foot traffic on a Reddit board.
Let's just get the scans first. We can fight about a plan later.
Al Ashton? Hi, I'm Dr. Wilson. Okay, so you've had abdominal pain and vomiting for the last 2 weeks?
But it's not COVID. I have gone nowhere, seen no one, touched nothing. I couldn't stop talking to the nurse that took my blood. It was the first in-person conversation I had had in months. I told her about the fight with my coworker, all about my ex, and I think I invited her to lunch.
Don't worry, they're used to it. Okay, so your labs came back already, and congratulations, you don't have COVID. You're just pregnant.
What?
Pregnant.
What?
Yay?
Sorry they even called you in. I know you're technically on leave, so if you need to...
Happy to help. What do we got?
Shh. Brian, Lucy needs time, and she needs patience. Try again. Any chance you can come back in 15 minutes? My clients are about to have a major breakthrough.
No, sorry. Helm?
Minoj Joshi, closed crush injury to the right hand due to a sandblaster falling on it. He presents with pain, swelling, and numbness. X-rays didn't show any fractures, but he does have delayed capillary refill.
My therapy practice has boomed with the pandemic, so I finally could afford to make some improvements in my home office. I guess I should have let a professional do it. How long is my hand going to be out of commission? I do a lot of demonstration in my work.
As a therapist?
Do I do it counterclockwise now, Dr. J? I think she likes it.
Oh. Sex therapist.
Mute.
You think it's a joke?
Absolutely not.
Physical touch and pleasure are two of the most important forms of communication. What I teach is more vital than ever in the middle of a global crisis that's destroying human connection. I need my hand to function.
Well, we just need a CT to determine if you need surgery.
Fine. Can I have the room now?
Yep.
All right, Brian. See, Lucy likes that.
Drive-through testing should be up and running by tomorrow morning. Thank you for that, Weber.
Sure.
I asked Karasik about that for weeks.
Speaking of inefficiencies, I have a whole list of things Tom Karasik did that I'd like to change. How about putting it in writing? Email me. Since when do you prefer email?
Times have changed since the last time I was Chief Bailey. You gotta keep up.
Of chiefs, chief of chiefs. I'm still chief.
And I'm still yours.
Well, now that you have his job, what happens to Tom Karasik?
Don't worry about him. I have a plan.
I am Dr. Thomas Karasik, but you can call me Dr. Karasik. Maybe you were expecting Dr. Weber, but today is a day of many surprises, the first of which I have drawn a very short straw. The second, you have won the lottery today. I'd spend time regaling you with my accomplishments, but I'm very busy. Treat yourself to an internet search. Which one are you?
Reza Khan.
You're on SCUT.
Respectfully, I can handle more. I'm a vascular surgeon in Pakistan. The US is just making me repeat my training.
Oh, unfortunate, but you're still on SCUT. Chi, progress notes. Jensen, discharges. Ortiz, a new shipment of PPE and testing supplies arrives today. You get to sort them. Riveting.
Excuse me, which Ortiz? I'm Sara Ortiz.
And I'm Alma Ortiz, her mother. We both matched here.
Oh, how sweet, but two interns with the same name won't fly. Who's changing theirs? All right, we'll go with nicknames. Big O, little O. You decide. Name tags for everyone. If you need anything at all, ask someone else.
Grand glass opacities of the lungs. Someone sent me an article about triple antiviral therapy for COVID patients. The side effects are kind of tricky, but I think I could handle it.
You're supposed to be resting. I specifically asked them not to give you a tablet.
Here, I found it. Triple antiviral therapy, phase 2 trial of combination antiviral therapy could speed recovery in COVID patients. What do you think?
I'll ask Altman. Are you good?
I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean.
I mean, are you good? Because I've respected the boundaries for the last 4 days. I've played the role of family member. I have respected your authority as a physician.
Maggie, I've got this.
Do you? Because we both know what happens when a patient's lungs start to look like that. They could turn on us at any moment. So I need you to swear that no matter what is going on in your personal life, you have this. Because I can't be her doctor. I have to be her sister.
I have this.
I'd like DeLuca to be on our medical team. He's seen more COVID cases than any of us.
Okay.
My husband and I tried to get pregnant for years. 6 rounds of IVF, and we ended up with no baby, no savings, and we hated each other, so we split up. And then I had a one-night stand with this weirdo, Newman, who was renting our back house for a couple of weeks. I lost my job, had some wine, then I switched to tequila. My rock bottom is the father of my baby.
He's not.
What?
I see no baby.
I'm not pregnant?
I'm sorry, but no. Positive pregnancy test with no pregnancy can indicate other things.
I'll order a scan.
Other things like what?
Some tumors can release beta HCG.
A tumor?
We will take it one step at a time.
Saw the scans. Displaced fracture of the hook of the hamate.
Exactly. You know, the ulnar artery looks a little narrow by the fracture site, which I've seen in plenty of patients that use a lot of vibrating power tools.
You don't say.
Yeah. You gonna be able to help me with the excision, or you gotta get back?
Oh, I'm staying. 4 kids in lockdown. This place is like a dream vacation.
Gotta say, I think I'm a little jealous. I don't get to see my Harriet as much as I used to because I take more COVID shifts than my ex. So she's with her stepdad more than me, which, you know, he's a good guy, but I don't like hearing that Matthew cuts sandwiches better than Dada. Kind of weird having my place so quiet. I kind of miss the mess, honestly.
Apparently he's famous in the Pacific Northwest. He saves marriages.
You're Googling our patient, Helm, really?
Whoa, $37 an hour.
$37? Like his rate?
No.
Possible.
Good to have goals.
You're doing it wrong. No, you're doing it wrong again. Hey, are you in charge of him?
Well, it depends. Has he killed anyone, or?
I've been waiting for the progress notes and summaries for 2 hours, and he hasn't even finished one. Fix it.
Well, you clearly don't know how to make friends. Scoot. Well, here's your problem next to discharge.
I type home and awaiting follow-up, and I keep getting error.
Because they're not being discharged to go home, they're being discharged to the morgue or to the giant popsicle truck in the south parking lot, which is very sad.
All these people have died.
You're doing death summaries during a global pandemic, so yes, all dead. Carry on.
Wilson, I need you to keep covering Gray's service. I'm hoping to persuade Dr. Weber to come back to the OR whenever he finishes adjusting his crown, Chief of Chiefs. I could be Chief of Chiefs.
You'd be really good at that.
What do you got?
Abdominal pain, vomiting, positive beta HCG. She's not pregnant, but I want to rule out a mass.
Mass. There, in the liver.
That is no mass. That is a fetus.
She is pregnant, but her baby's attached to her liver?
Mine.
Well, this patient doesn't have COVID. I'm allowed to be on the case.
I feel better.
Go wash up, Ellen.
Shh, Amelia, you'll increase her heart rate.
What's happening?
We were watching you sleep.
Why?
Well, we didn't want to wake you.
How are you feeling? Like I want to
Go back to sleep. How are my kids? Did Bailey lose that tooth yet?
They miss you. Bailey's tooth is stubbornly still there.
So, Meredith, I was looking at your chart, and I noticed your healthcare directive. It says...
I know what it says.
Okay, good. So...
Well, we were thinking that maybe...
maybe you might want to reconsider.
Hold on, Alice. I will let you talk to her in 1 minute, okay?
Put her on, Amelia.
Of course I do. But could we talk about what happens if you suddenly...
I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk to my kids. Hey, look at you, so big. Auntie Amelia's feeding you all that growing food, huh? I love you so much, Ellie Bell.
About the kids.
I don't understand.
The sand isn't real, Meredith.
I miss you.
I know.
Hey, things seem to be running smoothly down here.
Weber.
Right. Talked to the kids this morning. They seem good, spoiled.
How's Meredith?
Her numbers aren't where they should be.
I gotta drop these off. Ortiz?
I'm sorry.
For what?
I don't know.
Your PPE's on incorrectly. Your gown's loose in the back, and you just touched the inside of it with your gloved hand, and your face shield is not in place. Song, show her how to correctly don and doff PPE, which someone should have shown her first thing this morning.
But I'm next in line, so
Now.
There's a baby in my liver? You have what's called an abdominal pregnancy, where the fetus develops outside of the uterus. You're about 26 weeks.
Well, these pregnancies don't normally survive to term, but your baby is very much alive. Your case is extremely rare. He made me feel like crap for 8 years. Every time IVF didn't work, he would look at the doctor and say, well, what can she do differently next time? When clearly it was his fault, because I had a one-night stand with a guy that wears square computer glasses and I'm knocked up.
Val, do you want this baby? Okay, then we need to deliver her today. The growth of the placenta could cause the liver to bleed at any moment, and we need to operate to save you both. Now.
It's a girl?
Yes, it is.
Luna. That's her name. Ever since I was a little girl, I knew my daughter's name.
Val.
Yeah, okay. Let's get her out.
You think I look bad? You should see my lungs.
Not funny. We need to talk about your POA.
My sister sent you in here?
I know what Alex Karev means to you, and I know he would have your best interest at heart, but he is halfway across the country, and we can't even travel yet. Look, God forbid this thing gets any worse. He might have to make decisions regarding your care. Then you know those decisions can be rough over the phone. You need to pick someone local.
Amelia can't even decide what's for dinner. Maggie, she doesn't know when it's time for someone to die. She has a hard time letting them go, so at least Alex will pull the plug if I need him to. Let's just talk about something else, please.
I'm about to scrub in on a hepatic pregnancy where the fetus is attached to the liver.
No. Alive? Oh, I'm so jealous.
Removing the bone, rongeur.
Careful around the ulnar nerve.
You want to take over, Hal?
Dr. J's right. People need sex right now. More than ever. It's therapeutic.
What if you live in a house that's like Los Angeles International Airport on Thanksgiving Day? Your flight is delayed, and there's no place to sit. The bathrooms are disgusting. Forget regular sex, you don't even want to eat.
Looks like this artery's thrombosed.
Can you fix it?
I gotta harvest a vein and place a graft. Take a little bit longer, but yeah.
I'm in. I fear the night at Meredith's house like a medieval villager. Vessel loops?
Mama Ortiz?
Better than the one you suggested.
Fine. Can you tell me why you're not in the ER? Jensen is on discharges.
Yeah, Jensen quit after 2 hours, and so did Stewart.
Okay, well, why hasn't Mrs. Cooley been discharged?
I decided not to discharge her. Her chart is a mess. Handoff communication has been non-existent. She's supposed to be discharged to Hill Ridge Nursing Facility. You ever heard of it? Yeah. 17 new COVID cases, 19 deaths.
Okay, these are all things that can be discussed with her doctor.
Great. I would love that. Where is Dr. Gray?
Dr. Gray she's off today. Look, your diligence has been noted, but these are extraordinary times. Let's not forget that we're in the middle of a pandemic.
I haven't forgotten. Before med school, I spent 20 years as a social worker. I was there through H1N1, and I know that people deserve better, especially in a pandemic. So I'm not discharging her. Have Dr. Gray call me.
Someone's messing with me, right? Got a 26-weeker attached to the liver, still viable?
Come see for yourself. Liver's exposed.
Wow.
Hello there, little one.
Okay, let's go through it again.
The placenta has left the liver extremely friable. We cut, we get the baby out, we leave the placenta intact, otherwise she could bleed out.
But you will not. Everyone in this room needs a little joy. You ready?
Ready.
Weirdest C-section I've ever done. Also ready.
Here we go.
Cutting into the amniotic sac. Clamps for the umbilical cord.
Heavy scissors. Thanks.
I'm not seeing any movement.
Heard intubate immediately.
Where is all this blood coming from?
Oh, the right hepatic artery. More suction.
How's Luna? I've got 2, maybe 3.
Still trying to get the tube in. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. I'm in. Bagger, please. Okay, we need to get her up the unit as fast as possible. Go. Ready, let's go, let's go, let's go, come on.
More lap pads, more. More.
We should resect the right lobe.
No, that could lead to liver failure, no.
Then we put her on dialysis and get her on the transplant list.
That's not as easy as it used to be. Hold on.
I'm not gonna let her die before she sees her kid. Clamp.
Hold on.
Bailey.
Okay, do it.
Roby.
You look like crap.
Look who's talking. I got a 26-week-old baby, looks stronger than you.
Liver baby?
So here you're looking for a POA.
You're here to volunteer.
I am cold.
Calculating, couldn't care less about you or your kids, so...
Everyone is family. I don't want to do that to them.
Then don't. Write down on paper what you want, every last detail, and then choose someone who'll defend it.
People who love you the most, you know. They're gonna beg them to do something, anything to save you, so... Choose someone who'll choose you over and over again.
Is that what you did for your wife?
God, no. You knew better than that.
But her sister followed every last wish that Abby wanted, no matter how much we all hated it.
Go on, get some rest.
I'm afraid. If I fall asleep, I'm afraid I might not wake up.
Everyone's scared of you, Gray, you know that?
It's because you're fierce. You've got teeth, grit.
You fight to the bloody death about the stupidest little things.
This virus has got nothing on you.
We successfully removed the bone fragment and removed a blood clot from your artery.
Unfortunately, the nerve was intact. You're not going to get your feeling back immediately, but we're confident you will over the next few months.
And you still have your hand. The hand.
We'll get you an occupational therapist, go through some exercises to help you in your recovery.
I have my own regimen. I exercise my hands 5 hours a week.
Maybe you could just take your time with whatever your regular routine is.
You want to know my secret, don't you?
Nah, I think we're good.
Yes, I do. Please, thank you.
I ask my clients what they want, and I listen.
Plan worked.
Excuse me?
Well, you had to know I'm not the man for this job. Those kids are terrified, at least the ones who haven't already quit, and the ones who stayed have no idea what they're doing, and I have no idea how to show them.
Or you just don't want to.
Maybe you're unaware because it's always come naturally to you, but teaching the way that you do it, it's a gift. It's not a talent we all have.
Amelia Shepard said that you were the best teacher she ever had. That's why I gave you the job.
I teach neurosurgeons how to cut. I don't teach kids how to walk through a pandemic. I can't give them what they need right now. You can.
Yeah. We got a good thing, babe. Whenever life is hard.
Hi. I basically showered in sanitizer, but better safe than sorry, right?
How was your surgery?
Closed crush injury to the hand. The patient was some sort of sex therapist. Apparently, he's very well known for helping women achieve their goals 37 times.
Like, in one sitting?
It was advertised as one event, yes.
I'm so sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I don't think I know what's wrong.
Meredith is still in the hospital. And the kids are all waiting for me to tell them that everything is gonna be fine, but I just keep turning around and wondering who the person is who is gonna tell you and me that. I'm so tired that I don't even recognize myself. I don't even know what pants are. There's a global medical crisis going on and I can't even help, and I can't turn my brain off with a glass of wine like normal people. I'm gonna explode.
You want me to take the kids?
They're asleep.
Okay. How about you tell me what you want, and I will get it for you. Anything.
37 times?
Oh. That's what you want?
I just need to feel something other than overwhelming despair.
I was at the hospital. I was planning on keeping my distance until I could get tested.
Well, who says we can't do this 6 feet apart?
Our love will remain. We will never. No, never. No.
Hey, do you have time to let me buy a bad cup of coffee? Or I'm sorry we haven't talked a lot. The past few months haven't been easy for me and
I've been having a grand time.
Tom,
Teddy, what would be really great is if you weren't here right now, because you broke me again, and I still love you. But I gotta get over you because I've had enough misery for one life.
Just the man I was looking for.
Great. What now?
You tested positive for COVID-19.
Funny. Kick a man when he's down.
14-day quarantine, hospital policy, contact tracing team will be in touch.
I'm not symptomatic.
Go home, Tom. Don't stop at the store. Just go home. Stay home. Try not to infect anyone else. Maybe you should put your mask back on.
God, it's good to see you.
What's wrong?
I don't know how much longer I can do this. 53 people. That's how many have died on my watch since this thing started, 53. And most of them have been Black women, so that means...
The same thing's happening here. Everywhere.
I lost a patient this morning.
Rosalie Lewis. She was so funny. She thanked me every single time I came in to check on her, and watching her talk to her daughter on the phone, it reminded me of the way that my mom used to talk to me. Never thought the day would come when it would feel like a privilege to have held my mother's hand while she died.
I'm so sorry.
Rosalie deserved a better death than this. She deserved to not be a statistic.
I know.
And I'm scared for my sister. I'm trying so hard not to be scared, but I'm scared.
Hi, Luna. Hi. Your mommy is asleep right now, but she is gonna be so excited to meet you.
See? Joy.
Yeah. She developed in a liver and was born in a pandemic. She is a survivor.
Your work these last few days hasn't gone unnoticed. Thank you.
Meredith has to be okay, Bailey. She has to be okay.
In the rising wind where the black waves call, to the bones of ships on the ocean floor.
This feels like payback.
I'm right, it is.
And you sure you want me to have your POA and not Maggie or Amelia?
You've known me my whole life. You're the only one I can trust. Pull the plug if my brain is gone.
I'll do every damn thing I can first.
I know you will.
And you don't want to be put on a vent.
There's a shortage. I don't want to take one from somebody who needs it.
What if that someone's you?
It's not. Not yet. My kids need me.
We all need you.
Where the shadow ends, cross the badlands to rise again.
They're ready for you.
Where the shadow ends, there's a darkness up ahead. I will see you where the shadow ends. Cross the
They say following the rules saves lives.
When you decided to go to med school, you had dreams of a career. I know this isn't it. It's not mine either. I want to be in an OR. I want to be cutting. I want to hold my patient's hand, skin to skin. I want to meet their loved ones. I want to be in the before. But the before is gone. We're in the now, and people are looking to us to guide them through it. We will. I'll teach you the jobs that need to get done. I will make sure that you learn as much as you can. And we'll be okay. We'll get through this together.
But what happens when life suddenly changes the game entirely?
Where the shadow ends, there's a darkness up ahead. I will see you where the shadow ends.
What happens when you find yourself walking on totally new ground?
You could walk too, you know! Wouldn't make a difference! Why not? Because the sand isn't real, Meredith!
Where the shadow ends, there's a darkness I will see you where the shadow ends. I can see a lighthouse through the smoke. Everything is lost, I know.
I hate you! You love me! God knows I love you.
The storm, I can hear the breaking.
I'll be right here when you're ready.
Can you see the broken rays of light?
I wish I knew.
Cutting through the dead of night. And I know that I'll see you again where the shadow ends.